Hi, my name is Nikki Beltran. I've been attending Victory Church for about 4 years now, and this is my God story. I've tried to garden for a few years and never had much success. This last spring, I thought I would try some pumpkins. So we planted about 12 pumpkins, and after all my important prayers in the morning, I would pray to God to let these pumpkins flourish. And all spring, we watered them, nurtured them, but I wasn't getting any pumpkins. So I promised God, if I did get some pumpkins, I would give a third of the harvest to the church, I would give a third to my family, and a third to the deer. So all summer long, we're waiting for these pumpkins to come up, and I'm not getting anything. So a friend of mine said, weed them out and leave the strongest plants. So I did. And I had 3 really strong vines and still no pumpkins. So I kept praying. And finally, about middle of July, I go check them one more time and still nothing. So at that point I said, well, if I haven't had any pumpkins by now, I'm probably not going to get any. So I took the fencing down, I walked over to our fire pit and I started burning it. And as I'm standing there kind of pouting about this just a little bit, from behind me, my daughter says, Mom, there is a pumpkin here. And I said, that's impossible. I've looked every morning and there's been nothing. But sure enough, I walk over and there's a softball-sized pumpkin growing. And I look over at the next vine and there's another pumpkin there. And there's just no way I could have missed these. And in the end, there were 3 pumpkins left, 1 on every vine. And God gave me 3 pumpkins so I could fulfill all 3 promises, 1 to give to the church, 1 for my family, and 1 for the deer. So in the end, it doesn't matter how big or small our prayers are, God finds a way to answer them. And I'm sure he had a really good chuckle watching the very bewildered look on my face as I was stunned and awed seeing pumpkins that were just not there a few minutes ago. So keep praying, whether they're big or small, God knows what you need, and trust that. That was my God story, and I'd love to hear yours.